Alright guys, so the brand new Bojack story event revamp is here. So what they did was they took the old Bojack event, which was really bad, like with long sprawling stages, 500 difficulties apiece. Well, they each had 3, right? And now there's just 10 stages, boom, just like this. And then of course there's 20 stones to farm, which is a lot. There's a lot of medals to go ahead and grab from this event, but all the stuff is not new, right? So like if we go down, what is new is that it used to be a rare base form Gohan that dropped. Now, and he awoken into an SR Super Saiyan Gohan, right? Now that Super Saiyan Gohan is a drop card, and he Dokkan awakens into this Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, an SSR, and then there's just a whole bunch of other cards that awaken with medals from this event, right? The other big change is that the Hybrid Saiyan category gives increased drop rates. So this is going to be a very, very easy grind, I would have to say. Now, yeah, okay. I was about to say, I figure that we'll probably get a lot of people running this Gohan right here, which is what I'll be doing. So here we go. We'll have the maximum drop rate bonus right here, full LR team. So anyway, this event is probably going to be very, very, this is good. It's 20 free stones, right? This new Gohan, this Gohan is actually solid too. Like, it seems like he's bad right away. Like, a lot of people are just like instantly like, oh, he's horrible, he's terrible, he's awful. And it's like, nah, I don't think I would go all the way there. I don't think this Gohan is that bad. He's the free-to-play unit, right? For a prime battle free-to-play team, he's very good. Now, there's that Trunks right there. It's very, very disappointing that Trunks has not yet been released, because that's like the best look for Trunks, like, in all of Dragon Ball, is him in this Bojack movie. Like, he's got like his jacket on, but like the sleeves are ripped off. The long hair I always felt like was like the best look for Trunks. Really long hair, so then when he goes Super Saiyan, it's like crazy spiky. Like, Trunks just looks awesome in this movie. So I would love for them to release a TUR of that Trunks. Like, he would fit right at home on the movie hero category, because like, what Super Saiyan Trunkses are there on the movie hero category? Like, there's the kid Trunkses, but is there any Super Saiyan Trunkses that are on the movie hero category? I'm actually gonna double check that, because I don't actually know if that's true or not, like if there's any. And it's funny because, Trunks played a big role here in the Bojack movie. He played a big role in the Broly movie, and he also played a big role in the Super Android 13 movie. And like, there's no Trunks card, I think, from any of those movies. Yeah, not at all. That's crazy. That is so crazy. Like, so many of these movies just don't have good representation, man. That's why, like, I am glad that they really have been going to fix up a lot of those holes, right? Fixing up the middle cooler story event. Now they're fixing up this, Bojack story event. We got that middle cooler Dokkan Fest. I imagine we're going to get a story event and a Dokkan Fest event for the Android 13 movie. I think, stuff like that will happen for, like, the Garlic Jr. Movie as well, which, the Garlic Jr. movie right now is the only, like, Dragon Ball film. I think there's 2 that have nothing, actually. Well, one is Path to Power, which I don't think there's technically anything from Path to Power. It is sort of just like a loose retelling of the beginning of Dragon Ball, though, so, it's a little different. But there's literally nothing from the Garlic Jr. movie, the first Dragon Ball Z film, which is just, it's very, very odd. So, like, I am excited that, like, Dokkan, one of the big things Dokkan has been doing recently is they're just filling in so many holes from, like, old units that, like, just because, like, when Dokkan first came out, they released so many units, and, like, so many of them are just so terrible, right? Like, they don't even have a chance to be good, right? Like, the Kid Goku from the World Tournament, I don't want to say he's the worst ever, but he's certainly not any super impressive card, right? So, like, we get a Dokkan Fest Kid Goku, so now there's a really good Kid Goku. We got the King Piccolo, now there's a really good King Piccolo. Same thing with Roshi. Super Vegeta, the same thing happened, where we finally have a really good Super Vegeta card, which we did not really have before. You know, just a whole bunch of stuff. Like, you know, we had the Piccolo from the Metal Cooler movie, the Vegeta from the Metal Cooler movie. Like, same thing with Vegeta, too, by the way. Like, at least he has his Metal Cooler version, but there's no Vegeta from the Broly movie. There's no Vegeta from the Super Android 13 movie, or even a Vegeta from this Bojack movie. Like, you know, they could just do so many different things with some of these characters, right? Like, they could easily release, like, a Vegeta from one of these movies that's like a movie hero support type unit, or, you know, a Trunks that's a movie hero support type unit, or, like, all the different categories they're on, right? Like, I don't know, they could say that it's, you know, Super Vegeta that fights in the Bojack movie, even though, I don't know, does Vegeta go in the Super Vegeta form? I guess maybe he does. But, like, you know, there's just, like, a lot of little things like that they could do. Like, just because we got, like, a Dokkan Fest exclusive Super Saiyan Vegeta recently, and we also got a LR Super Saiyan Vegeta recently, it does not mean that they can't sort of, like, amend things, right? And, like, give us, like, different options, right? Like, you know, this really good Super Saiyan Vegeta could be AGL. You know, he could be a support type unit, or he could be a defense type unit. Like, just, you know, just because, like, there's one, like, really good character that's like named, like, oh, okay, perfect example of what I'm talking about is, like, Vegeto Blue, right? So you have Tech Vegeto Blue, who's just, like, if you just want to go all out damage, Tech Vegeto Blue is your guy. You have LR Vegeto Blue, who I personally like a lot better. He's very, very defensive. One of the units that can get pretty much one of the, like, the highest defensive stats in the game. Very, very strong defensive units. You know, and then you also have the physical Vegeto Blue, who, you know, is kind of, he's, I don't know. Right now, it seems like LR Vegeto Blue does out damage him. I believe with, like, the calculations say that a physical Vegeto Blue that has 3 dupes will out damage LR Vegeto Blue, but he, of course, is not able to reduce damage at the same level as LR Vegeto Blue. But I mean, we'll see what happens when that physical Vegeto Blue gets his EZA, which is probably coming up. I don't know, probably in this calendar year, because we do still have several EZAs to get through, right? Because we're going to go through all of the original God leaders, so all of the 70% leaders, as well as all of the 100% leaders, right? So they just did the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, and now, you know, we're moving on to Golden Frieza. Golden Frieza's EZA also dropped along with this Bojack event. And there's, of course, is the Trunks I'm talking about. The other thing about Trunks that needs to be stated is how in this Bojack movie, right? Like, kind of, like, you know, I don't know, the midway point of the movie, maybe, like, a little closer to the beginning, whatever you want to say. Like, a lot of the Z fighters that are participating in this tournament here, they end up, you know, facing off with a lot of Bojack's minions. But, like, Trunks, like, destroys this dude right here. Like, Koga or whatever, or Goku, like, you know, there's different, like, translations we've seen. But Trunks absolutely bodies this guy right here. Puts him in a body bag and zips it up. So, like, that's the thing. Like, you know, Trunks really deserves a card from this movie because he actually gets shit done, which, you know, really all the other characters in the movie outside of Gohan towards the end don't really get stuff done. Like, also, when I think about this event, right, like, it's weird that they just randomly decide to revamp this story event, like, right now. Like, I can't begin to describe how odd that is to me, right? So, I kind of wonder, like, is there a Dokkan Fest coming soon? Like, some sort of, like, I was thinking, could we get a dual Dokkan Fest? So, we could get a, like, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan Dokkan Fest in some way. Maybe he is, you know, a Super Saiyan 1 card that, like, transforms into Super Saiyan 2. That way, you know, you could keep LR Gohan on the same team. You know, that Gohan, wow, we're getting 8 medals per run, by the way. That's so big because, I mean, here's the thing. I'll get back to that in a second. And there's that Trunks, by the way. Like, it's different from the Trunks that destroys the androids, the LR Trunks we have on our team. The reason it's different is because the long hair. Like, this Trunks has the super duper long hair, and it just looks a lot better, like, I think personally. you know, and then, you know, the Trunks that defeats the androids, he has kind of like the shorter hair, right? But like the point I was getting to, right? So this Bojack event, there's 500 units that awaken from this event, right? Like, just because it's been around since like damn near the beginning of the game. So like so many like Dokkan awakenings have happened that utilize a lot of these medals. Like, you know, I'm looking at the list right now, you know, courtesy of the Dokkan Wiki, shout outs to them. So like, if you're gonna like awaken all of the different units that need to be awakened, so we're talking like the AGL SR Zangia, you know, the SR, you know, Gokua. We're talking about the SR SCR Bojack that awakens all the way to a UR. Then of course AGL Bojack awakens from this event. LR Bojack awakens from this event. Just a lot of units. Like the AGL Super Saiyan 2 Gohan awakens from this event. Like in total, like some of the numbers of these medals you need like 310 Zangia medals to completely awaken like all the cards that need to awaken from her, plus like open up a lot of their Duke paths, right? So like, you know, for example, like Zangia, let me see, how many medals does it take the SR Zangia to awaken? 7, right? So you got to consider that you're going to need what, 35 of those medals just for Zangia alone, because, you know, if you want to open up all Duke paths, that is, you need 7 to awaken the first copy, and then you need 28 more to awaken the other 4 Dukes, right? So like, I have previously done that, but like now they're just making the game a lot more accessible, a lot more, you know, it's just easier for newer players, right? So like now, if someone started, like, you know, you could bring up a couple of Hybrid Saiyans on the team, and you could, you know, pull 8 medals per run. Even grinding up 300 medals like that, it wouldn't take like that long. Like, yeah, it's a long grind, but it's not going to be the worst thing in the world. Now, I'm not going to need to grind a lot of these medals. The reason for me is because, you know, y'all know I'm a whale. So like every time I see like event medals pop up in the Baba shop, I always pick them up, and I'm glad I did, because like even right now, I'm gonna have to awaken, you know, 5 copies of that SR Super Saiyan Gohan, right? And in order to awaken him, you need 12 Zangia medals, 12 Gokua medals, 12 Bujin medals, 12 Vegeto medals, and 12 of the base form Gohan medals. So you need a lot of medals, what, approximately 60 medals in order to awaken 1 copy of this Gohan. And then, of course, you know, if you want to rainbow him or open up all Duke paths, you're going to have to go ahead and, you know, awaken 5 of them. So, like, that's a lot of medals you'll need. But, you know, picking them up in the Baba shop has really helped out with that. Like, that's the thing. Free-to-play players out there, I do strongly encourage you, like, there's always opportunities to sort of farm up Baba points for free-to-play players. Like, you know, a good example is like, you know, like the Bully movie event or something. Like, any place where like an SR drop, like an SSR drops like really like often, you can use that to farm up Baba points. And it might seem silly or foolish, but I'm telling y'all, you can save yourself a lot of time, a lot of hassle, and a lot of effort. Like, you know, if you maybe farm up some Baba points at some point and you grab a lot of those event medals, man, I think it's very, very important, you know, to stock up on those event medals whenever you can. Oh, look, there's the LR Bojack art. So yeah, it looks like they did change a lot of the art for some of these characters in key moments. Okay, and let me get back to that original point I was making. So I think we could see a dual Dokkan Fest for Golden Week, you know, because again, the story event popping up when it does, it just seems, it's very weird. Like, if like something releases for Golden Week that's completely unrelated, let's just say a base form Gogeta card comes out, I don't know, and like there's a base form Gogeta card that comes out and a base form Kefla card that comes out. Maybe they transform, maybe one's an LR. I don't know, that's the Golden Week celebration, right? It would be very odd that this Bojack story event just randomly has this, you know, revamp and awakening, no banner drops alongside it, no nothing. And that's just very weird to me. I doubt it's going to end up being like that. So that's why I'm really, really leaning. Before, my guess for Golden Week was LR Golden Frieza. Now I'm thinking it's Super Saiyan 2, a Gohan Dokkan Fest, and a Bojack Dokkan Fest. Again, like, you can see very easily, like, how they could set it up, too, because you just look at this Gohan card, right? He's decent. Again, after using him, I do think he's actually pretty decent. He was able to get to pretty much a 1.4 million attack stat for a 100% free-to-play unit. That's good. Like, you know, a lot of people might think of the numbers that, like, the Coke, Blue, Vegeta, and Goku can get, but they got easy 8s. Like, this Gohan is a solid unit, and it's not out of the realm of possibility to have multiple parts of this passive active, you know, where you get, you know, 40% attack and defense at the start of turn, and then maybe, you know, 30% attack and defense for facing, like, a movie boss category enemy. But, like, that's the thing about this Gohan, and one reason why I think we are going to get at least a Bojack Dokkan Festival is because right now, I can't think of a situation where you're fighting more than 2 enemies, then a movie boss category enemy is present, and also a time traveler's category enemy is present. I can't think of a situation like that. So, you know, the place that would have that type of situation is a Bojack Dokkan Fest event. That would have all of these enemies, you know, all of Bojack and his minions. They're all movie boss, they're all time traveler category, like, you know, units. So, like, we really could see, you know, that being a boss event that could activate all of this Gohan's sort of like passive. And again, if the Gohan was a transforming Gohan, it would allow you to still use this guy on the team and LR Gohan. LR Gohan is more important. I feel like people would be maybe a little bit upset if, like, some brand new just Super Saiyan 2 Gohan came out who was just, like, you know, better. It would be very difficult to be, like, more damaging than a summonable LR like LR Gohan, because LR Gohan still has one of the most busted abilities in all of the game's history. Yo, see, like, look at that right there. That's going to be a card. Look at that art. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about, dude. Like, this is going to happen at some point. The fact that they made that art, that looks like a beast of a card right there to me. I'm just going to go ahead and point that out. Maybe, you know, we get a Trunks, like, it's a beast form Trunks with the long hair, and then, you know, his Dokkan Awakening is into that Super Saiyan version. I'm telling y'all, a Bojack and Super Saiyan 2 Gohan Dokkan Fest. That's my final answer for what I think is coming for Golden Week. Because again, that Trunk, like, usually you guys have seen how they release these banners now. They'll drop a Dokkan Fest exclusive, say Metal Cooler, who just dropped on Global, and then they'll drop a couple of banner units alongside it. You know, Metal Cooler had the Tech Super Saiyan Vegeto, who's spectacular, and the SCR Piccolo, who's a very good unit. You know, look at the SCR Super Buu banner. SCR Super Buu drops, he's brand new. Then you have the Int Hercule, maybe the best defensive unit in the game, and the AGL Western Supreme Kai, a very, very good Realm of God support type unit, right? They've been doing this recently, so we could see the Gohan release. Maybe the new Trunks is a summonable unit on the banner. Maybe they release a new Super Saiyan Vegeta, or a Piccolo from the movie, or a Krillin, or even Mr. Satan has like a unique outfit in this movie. I believe he's a boss character. We will see his art, because there was also new art for him put into the game. So, like, I could see them releasing maybe another Mr. Satan card. I mean, even though they just did one, this would be a character they could put on the movie hero team. I don't know if Mr. Satan really qualifies as being added to, like, the movie hero category, but, like, he could, right? So, you know, that could potentially be on the banner. And then for Bojack, right, there's already an SSR Gokua. There's also an SSR Zangia, but Bujin and Beto only have rare cards. So, you know, they easily could release SSR versions of them, or, like, they could go nuts. They could go hog wild and release all 4, like, new versions of Bojack's minions. And a lot of them could, like, function as, like, support type units for Bojack units. That would be very, very interesting, right? Like, you know, Zangia could be like Peppy Gals and Time Traveler category support. Like, they could make them very interesting. Like, that's the type of plays I think Dokkan should make, right? And even if this theoretical dual Dokkan Fest could happen, it would make a lot of sense, because Gohan, boom, movie heroes / hybrid Saiyans. We badly need an upgrade for hybrid Saiyans. Like it needs a better leader. If we have some Super Saiyan 2 Gohan on there, like, now you're talking about having a lot of movie hero category units. Like, you know, we're talking, like, you know, Blue Gogeta could be on a team with, like, a brand new Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. That would be a ridiculously hyped team people would love. Like, when you think of Golden Week, like a big celebration, it's a huge deal in Japan I think a Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is absolutely, like, that's a easy check mark, #1 in the App Store. No doubt about it. 100%. That will be #1 in the App Store. So I think it could happen. And then Bojack, we already could see what he could be. He could be a movie boss slash time traveler, like, unit. And that, see, that would be interesting. Movie bosses and time travelers together, like, those are busted categories. So both teams would be, like, ridiculous and insane. I would love if that would happen, man. So that's, I mean, that's just a pipe dream. Again, I just find it so weird. Like, you know, it's not a coincidence that, oh, hey, look, mysteriously, as it turns out, you know, we just dropped this Bojack event right now. Don't think anything more of it. But, you know, at the same time, I've been talking for like 10 minutes about what could be, and they're just gonna drop, like, you know, a Golden Frieza for Golden Week or something like that. I mean, all I know is that it certainly will be a hype unit, right? Because, like, if we look at what's released on Golden Week recently, oh, is that the Gohans? Nice, nice. Because the only thing I have to grind from this event is I just need 4 copies of the Gohan. No, wait, that's wrong. Wait, yes. Yeah, I only need 4 copies because I just need the 4 dupes for him. All right, so here's where Goku does, like, the wildest thing where he, like, uses the instant transmission and somehow, like, leaves the afterlife and punches Bojack, and then it causes Gohan to have, like, you know, what is one of my personal favorite scenes in all of Dragon Ball, you know, when Gohan goes Super Saiyan 2 in this movie. It's like, I mean, it's an LR moment, it's a Dokkan Fest exclusive worthy moment, all of that stuff. Like, that Gohan beatdown is just, like, it's majestic. Yep, okay, cool. We got 2 of the Gohans, so your boy's only gonna have to grab 2 more of those. So this Bojack event is going to be a very, very quick grind. And again, you know, Hybrid Saiyan is a gigantic category, so I would think it would be quite easy for a lot of people to be able to farm this event. And here's the other thing too. There is a very, very easy to obtain free-to-play leader for the Hybrid Saiyan team in Vegeta Jr. Vegeta Jr. is a free-to-play leader, so you could run him, and, you know, friend LR Gohan right here, and boom, like, you're good. You know, or even, you know, if you've been a long-time player and you have this LR Gohan, I mean, even newer players, I feel like, can get this LR Gohan pretty easily, because all you would need to do to get him is beat one of the original 10 stages. What is it, 10 times or 20 times? I think it's 20 times. I think you just need 20 wins overall on the first 10 stages. If you know, like, a Super Saiyan, an LR Super Saiyan 4 by himself could easily get that done. Like, they're so overpowered with, like, the team they can build and all that. So, like, it would be very, very easy to sort of get that Gohan, very, very easy to farm up this event. Like, you know, very smart. Like, there's still other events, like the original Cooler movie, right? I don't really think we need a new Cooler from that first Cooler movie. You know, we have a Cooler Dokkan event, but they could revamp that Cooler story. And I do think they could also give us a new Super Saiyan Goku from that Cooler movie, right? I do think he's deserving of a card. It would be, you know, another interesting option, right, for the Movie Hero team. But I'm sure that Cooler movie event will be revamped at some point. The Tree of Might event, I think, probably could get a revamp at some point. Like, a lot of the older story events that, like, you guys know what I'm talking about if you did those old events. Like, they're massive. They have multiple, like, stop sign boss fights. They have, like, damage nodes all over the place. It's just, like, a grind doing those stages. So, like, now they revamp them so that they're smooth, they're easy. Like, you don't have to go through 500 stop signs. It's like, you go look at the original story, like the quest mode stages, and compare it to the newer quest mode stages, where it's just pretty much like a straight line to the boss. Maybe there's like an extra path here or there with the Nimbus Cloud that'll take you to, like, you know, a peel off to find up and farm up incredible gems or something like that. But, like, you know, those old story events and quest mode stages are not great. That's why they've, they're in the process of revamping a lot of them. The Bardock event has been revamped. All the Saiyan Saga events have been revamped. Now we got the Bojack one revamped. The Metal Cooler one got revamped. So again, I think the next one in line that will get revamped. Here's that Mr. Satan card right there. Like, see, look at that. Like, that art is so good. It's almost like, dude, there's no way that they're going to leave that as just like a boss-only card. And, like, you know, I know that there's a lot of Mr. Satan cards already in the game, but, you know, they easily could make one more solid Mr. Satan card. So real quick, I'm kind of looking through the different story events. I'm not seeing anything that needs to be revamped. I don't think the Universe 6 Saga event needs to be revamped. Oh, Resurrection F definitely does. Yeah, they could revamp Resurrection F. That would be great, because it is a nightmare grinding up those medals for those golden Friezas. I assume these are Zenny statues right here. Oh, the Battle of Gods event also needs to be revamped. Maybe possibly with a new Beerus Dokkan Fest exclusive, or potentially a Super Saiyan God Goku Dokkan Fest exclusive. That could be very good. I would almost say maybe they could revamp the future Trunks story event, like, you know, in the future and stuff like that. That would be an easy one. I'm talking about the original one, right? That sort of, you know, you fight the androids in the future, and then eventually it goes into the present where, you know, Trunks is training in the hyperbolic time chamber with his father, and then eventually, you know, goes to the Cell games and stuff like that. Those are events that need to be updated. I don't think any of the GT ones need to. The Great Saiyaman one already was updated. I don't think, like, the Broly event needs to be. So yeah, there's only a few now that I think should probably be updated. So Tree of Might, I think, does need one. The Strongest Rivals, the first Cooler movie, definitely needs one. And then, of course, you know, we get that future Trunks event, I think, needs one. Battle of Gods and Resurrection F. Those are the events I think could use revamp. And again, I always think it's best to do that sort of stuff and then drop like a Dokkan Fest exclusive or an LR or some type of other banner alongside it. But there we go, guys. There is the Bojack story event, the brand new event. Well, it is brand new, but, you know, everything, grinding all the stuff is now 10 times easier, which is really the most important thing. Oh, look, there's a copy of Gohan right there. So I only actually need to get one more copy. And then here, we'll just go ahead and show the Gohan right here. I probably will do a video on him shortly here, Dokkan awakening him. But here's you know, the medals you need to actually awaken him into the new Super Saiyan 2 form that's there. So we'll go ahead and finish up like this, guys. I would recommend grinding up this Gohan, opening up his Zoot Pass, even if you're not gonna rainbow him. You know, at some point in the future, he might be good to rainbow. You know, maybe for the next Prime Battle LR, this Gohan is going to be like an absolute beast. You never know. Maybe the free-to-play Hybrid Saiyan team will be the way to go in the next Prime Battle. Maybe they'll actually make the next Prime Battle hard. So, you know, for a unit like this, I would recommend grinding out his Zoots, even if you're not planning on rainbowing him, right? So we'll go ahead and finish up here. The Tech Golden Frieza EZA is also out, so I'll be doing a video on that, you know, shortly. We'll get Golden Frieza awakened, probably try and get his max attack set, you know, take him into Super Battle Road, do all that stuff. So thanks, guys, for watching, and I will catch y'all next time.